Hello everyone, welcome to Math 120 Contemporary Mathematics. My name is Philip Rappel and I will be your course instructor. I'm going to quickly walk you through a couple of things regarding the course. So this shouldn't take but 5-10 minutes at the most. So please take your time and watch this video, and then always feel free to email me if you have any particular questions. So you're going to go into Canvas. You're going to have a welcome message. Read it over. But we will be working in My Math Lab. So you will be going through Canvas to access My Math Lab. I will not be providing a course ID. That is not required. So this is what I mean. When you log into Canvas, you will be going to Modules. Under Modules, you're going to be seeing this button here, My Math Lab with Pearson eText Course Home. I'll access that in a minute here. Right in front of that is a PDF file you can print out with the instructions regarding accessing My Math Lab. All right, so if you right click this and open it in a new tab, you will see the PDF. I'm explaining to you what you need to do, so feel free to print this out. All right, I'll just kind of point out, one, you have temporary access, okay? So there is no excuse for not being in My Math Lab immediately and starting your work, starting your assignments. If you're not in My Math Lab prior to the census day and not doing work, you will be dropped from the course, okay? And I do not reinstate students for any reason. So again, there's no reason you can't get this done now. This is a 7-week course. You need to be on top of things. All right, so there's the course name. That will kind of confirm that you are in the right course. But again, this is basically what you're going to be doing. You're going to be clicking on Modules. You will be clicking on My Math Lab with Pearson eContent Home. I'll click there. Now you're going to see something different, a little bit different. This is the instructor's view, so it will be a little bit different, but just kind of follow along. You click in, you'll be getting into the course, or you'll be setting your account up, depending on who you are, what you've done in the past. So you get a welcome message every week telling you what's going on. I just kind of want you to go through this. There's some documents you should read over. Something to keep in mind: the course syllabus. All this is printable. Here's the important thing, I think, the syllabus addendum. It tells you exactly what's going on here. Okay, so I have a pacing guide that you should print out and follow. Now this one's taking a while to come up, of course, since I'm trying to record a video here. So let me just click on another screen here. Okay, and most likely I lost my Pearson sometimes has trouble. There we go. All right, sorry for that, but that's sometimes Pearson's a little slow on the first day. A lot of people doing things. Anyway, here's a key dates and pacing guide. You should print this out. This is a guideline regarding what you should be doing each week through the 7 weeks of the course. It says 8 here, but if you think about it, July 18th is the last day of class. So the 19th starts the final exam. So anyway, you should print this out. Basically, it's telling you what things are due. You have to complete things by the due date. Once the due date arrives and it's passed, the assignment closes. You cannot work on an assignment after the due date. And quizzes are prerequisite to an exam. So if you don't take a quiz, you can't take the test. And I don't open things up. You need to be on top of things. This is a 7-week course. So I'm going to be pushing you, not to be mean, but to get you through the course. That's my job, is to help you succeed and help you get through the course. So you have due dates. You need to respect those due dates. If it's 6 o'clock at night and that is the due date and the system goes down, guess what? I'll be telling you to move on to the next chapter or the next set of material. Okay? All right, so you need to be aware of that. I keep pointing that out in the documentation. All right, so moving on. You'll be working in chapters 2, 3, 11, and 12. So here's chapter 2. You should read my lecture notes. You should read the book. Some means of information that you feel comfortable with. You might like the book. You might like my lecture notes. I'll talk about that in a second. Here in my math lab, your chapter homeworks are located. So here are your chapter homeworks. All right. Walk yourself through the chapter homeworks. These little videos are very short, very quick. Okay. So there's really not a whole lot here. Okay. Just work on your homeworks. Try to get them done. You have quizzes and tests. So under chapter 2, here are your quizzes and there's your tests. See your due dates. There are your due dates. They're in the pacing guide. Be respectful of the due dates. So you need to complete your quizzes prior to the test. Quizzes, you have 4 attempts. So guess what? Why not go through a quiz immediately and see what it looks like and get familiar with it? You have 4 attempts. It keeps the highest grade. You only have 1 attempt on your test. So you'll be working through each chapter. There's other resources available. So you go to chapter 3 once you finish chapter 2, chapter 11, chapter 12. You can work ahead if that's what you choose to do. So that's an overview of what you're going to be doing in my math lab. Working on your assignments, completing your quizzes and tests prior to the due date. All right. You have access to the book by way of this link. I'm not going to click on that, but I suggest having a hard copy of the book by your side. You need a means of information besides just looking at the website. Okay, so that is basically what's going on with my math lab. This is where you're doing all your work. So I'm going to close this off. I'm going to go back to the course. We're back in modules. Notice I have the syllabus here. I have the online syllabus here. The addendum, I'm sorry. I have the pacing chart here. I have the keep in mind here. All this documentation's here, and it's also in my math lab. This is where you access my lecture notes. If you click on the Google Drive, I always like to open up in a new link. There it is. It's coming up. This is the Google Drive. In chapter 2, here are my lecture notes. I have my personal lecture notes here. You're welcome to use them. The book is the official resource. So again, I'll let you decide, but the book is the course main source of information for the course, right? You should have it. My lecture notes are really that. They're lecture notes. They're similar to what I do in my classroom. So I welcome you to look at these. Most students seem to like them. That's what they tell me. All right? Well, you have to decide. Everybody's different, but I make them available to my online students. So they are in that Google Drive. You can print them out. They're PDF files. Some of them actually have videos. Okay? So keep that in mind, that you do have this resource available to you in addition to the book itself. But that's basically Canvas and the course. Please email me with any questions. I will be sending out emails on a regular basis, updating you on information, what you should be doing. All right? But you are an online student. That means you are very responsible for being proactive and taking care of business. All right? Thank you.